Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Newsweek.com. On their X account from September 9th, 2021, newly released grant proposals indicate the National Institutes of Health funded controversial gain-of-function research appearing to contradict what Dr. Anthony Fauci had said previously. Then we have the actual article, and the headline is, Fauci was untruthful to Congress about Wuhan lab research, new documents appear to show. Let me make sure it's really easy for y'all to understand. And I'm not talking about the audience, the core audience, because I love and respect you guys. I'm talking about the corporate press, the Democrats, and the people who seem to just believe all of those lies. I'll make it simple for you guys. From gosar.house.gov. Dr. Fauci testified under oath before the United States Senate that the National Institute of Health had not funded gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology, yet a report by Project Veritas proves that Dr. Fauci did in fact fund research in Wuhan, China, and several sites across the United States. Quote, Dr. Anthony Fauci has repeatedly lied to Congress and the American people throughout the entire COVID-19 pandemic. Let me then just jump back to Newsweek. Fauci was untruthful to Congress about Wuhan lab research. Can I throw it to the panel here? What is it called when you're under oath and you lie?
Perjury.
And is that a criminal offense?
Yes.
So that would mean that Fauci did in fact commit a crime.
If the Newsweek, they say it appears to show this. They haven't. It sounds like the Newsweek article hasn't confirmed.
No. Newsweek. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Video of it.
No, Ian, read the headline.
That Fauci was untruthful to Congress about Wuhan lab research, new documents appear to show.
And now I'll give him, I'll give them that. Let's prove it in a court of law. Fine. And that's where they're going. But I will state definitively, as it is stated by a member of Congress as a statement of fact, Fauci lied under oath.
There's also a congressional register. Like everything that's said when they're in hearings, it's all written down and it goes into the congressional register. So he did actually say these things. There's no question about it. He has to be found. Obviously, he has to be brought before a judge and jury to be officially guilty. But there's no question about whether or not he said false statements. Yeah. Those things are. He actually did it. They're in the congressional register.
It was so egregious that Seamus and I actually ad-libbed this comedy bit that he has on his Freedom Tunes channel, where we were talking about, it's this viral video where Rand Paul is saying, Dr. Fauci, did you fund gain-of-function research? And he's like, we did not fund gain-of-function research. And then Rand Paul's like, I have here a document from the NIH with your name on it saying gain-of-function research. He's like, nope. It was a viral moment everybody saw happen, and nothing came of it.
It basically was like they asked him, "Did you do gain of function?" And he said, "No, we did. We did all the things. We function gained it." Like, Ian, are you sitting on a chair? No, I'm sitting on wood and plastic with wheels and leather.
Exactly.
Which is when saying no is the lie. Basically, he could have said, if he didn't say no, if he just said, we did this, and he rephrased it and refused to answer. But if he actually said to
it's
him, no, we didn't.
It's still a lie.
It's the Patrick Star meme where I don't know what the guy's name is. The character is like holding the picture and he's like, so this is you, Dr. Fauci. Yes. And you run NIH. Yes. And you signed this document. I did. And this document says supporting gain of function research. Yes. And with submission, this got the funding transferred to NIH and Equal Health Alliance for gain-of-function research at the Wuhan lab. Yes. So you funded gain-of-function research? No.
One other way that they were trying to weasel out of it was by saying that the NIH didn't fund the research. They funded, and then his point was, no, we funded a company called Eco Health Alliance that funded the gain-of-function for us. Or they didn't go as far as say for us. We funded a company that funded gain-of-function. So technically, we didn't fund gain-of-function. It's like me giving you $5 to give someone, Phil, or... Obviously, they didn't acknowledge that they gave it to him to give to the person.
It's like when I was younger, you'd go to these keggers, and then you'd walk in, and you'd be like, where's the beer? Whoa. We don't sell beer here. We sell cups. The beer's free. It's like, dude, cops aren't going to fall for that. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, this is essentially what Newsweek is doing right now, too, where they know he lied about it. They know that it's in, like, the congressional record, but they're saying he may have said this thing, reports show. So they're admitting it without admitting it.
Also, I think he was like a lapdog for the administration, so they want to get him off the hook. The administration's like, we're not gonna let you suffer for what we made you do on the stand.
I'm not so sure that he was made to do anything. Like he was in a position of authority Right? Like there wasn't people higher than Fauci saying, Fauci, do this. He was in a position he's what you call a shot caller. He was saying, we need to do this. We should do this. He was telling other people to do this. He was securing funding. He was not a victim. He was not there, doing some work for other people. He was in charge. Like the buck stops somewhere, and it stops with Dr. Fauci when it comes to the NIH.
He called himself the science for a long period of time.
I am the science.
It's not. He's not a patsy. And the way that you're framing it is like, some other people were doing. No. The buck stops with him. He was the guy. He was the shot caller.
My assumption is the executive branch made him do that stuff. But you think he just basically
that stuff doesn't go to the. Not that the president couldn't know, but things like everything doesn't go to the president, right? That's why you have administrations. That's why you have the director of the NIH. That's why you have the Secretary of Defense, the Secretary of State. Like, there are big things that are decided by the president that says, okay, this is the policy of the administration. This is the policy that we want. And then it's delegated down to the DNI, to your DOD, your people in charge of the DOD, the people at state, the people at HUD. All of these cabinets exist so that way the president doesn't have to be involved in the day-to-day operations of every single administration, all of the different bureaucracies. So when you're dealing with that's why cabinet level administration matters. Like, who is in charge of that's why it matters that Kennedy is going to be, is nominated to be in charge of the Health and Human Services, because he's the shot caller now. He's the guy that's saying, this is what we're going to do. He will discuss with the president, say, this is what the policy is going to be. The president says, this is what we want to do. And then he's going to say, okay, cool, I will go and execute it. And then how it gets executed is largely up to whoever's in charge of the particular bureaucracy.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.